Is there really a need for your Part 107 when having a drone? In today's video, we're going to discuss that. Make sure you stay tuned. Let's go. What's going on? It's your boy Jay with Shooters Touch Films. Solo entrepreneur, drone pilot, photographer, videographer, and a musician, man. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching this video. Today we're going to discuss why I feel that you should get your Part 107, especially if you have a drone. If you don't have a drone, I feel like you should get, I feel like it's a good certification to have anyway. For me, it's been the best 150 I have ever spent to get certified for anything. Part 107, it is the Federal Aviation Administration Commercial Drone License. It is important to have if you're trying to get into any industry, telecom, utilities, mapping, LiDAR. It's just good if you want to legally make money. You know, when everyone first starts out, you know, you first get a drone, you want to make money instantly. So you do side jobs, music videos, you know, little side jobs. But to make money legally, real estate, inspections, mapping, you definitely have to have your commercial drone license, your Part 107. All right, here is why the FAA created the Part 107. Their main concern is safety. Drones, they share the same airspace as manned aircrafts. For example, helicopters and airplanes. So they created the Part 107 to make sure commercial pilots understand airspace rules, where you can and you can't fly. For example, controlled airspace and uncontrolled airspace. Weather and performance, how the weather affects your drone. High winds, rain, snow, heat, all of the above. The regulations, max altitude, line of sight requirements, and the night operations. Emergency procedures, what shall you do or what should you do if you was to lose connection to the drone or line of sight. Safety and privacy, protecting people, properties, and commercial infrastructure. By requiring the Part 107, the FAA are just doubling down to make sure commercial drone pilots are knowledgeable, compliant, and less likely to cause an accident. Here are some key facts about the Part 107. The minimum age requirement is 16 years old. So if you got a little brother, cousin, nephew, niece, and they're interested in this field, or you just want to have them try something different, they can get their Part 107 at the age of 16. All right, the Part 107 test. The test is 60 questions. You get 2 hours to take it. You have to pass with a 70, and it's $175. Now, you are required to pay the $175. Now, it's unlimited chances that you get to take the test, but I would advise that you really study, because that $175, it adds up. Me personally, I took the test twice. I missed the first initial test that I went and took. I missed it by 2 points. Now, granted, I got the information Sunday. I crammed, studied Monday, and a little bit Tuesday before I went and took the test, and I missed it by 2 points. But that just let me know that, okay, just put in a little more time, really understand it, so you can pass this test. So I went. They give you, if you fail the test, you get 14 days to retake it. And then I retook it, passed it, and man, again, that was the best. I said 150, but that was the best $300 I ever spent, because I really made that 10x. I 10x that 300. So I would advise you just really study, man, because it's gonna be some material that you never seen before. And it's good, knowledgeable material, especially if you are on airplanes, take flights, all of that stuff. Your license is valid for 2 years. After 2 years, it doesn't expire unless you take the recurrent test, which is pretty much, if you go on the FAA's website, it's pretty much module based. You watch it through, you answer questions throughout, and I want to say there is a slight quiz at the end of it. But they give you, different chances throughout the recurrent to select the right answer. Then it'll be valid again. Why having your Part 107 matters if you're trying to get into an industry. If you don't have your Part 107, vendors not even gonna look your way. I'm just gonna be honest. It is your entry point into the industry. Getting your Part 107 alone is good that you have it or obtain it, but that's really just the first step. Finding opportunities and getting on with a company or a vendor is the next step. And it's a competitive market. You know, anybody can be a drone pilot, but nobody can't make consistent money. You know what I mean? If you don't build those relationships and get in good with a company. So it's pretty much the baseline requirement to inspecting any towers, rooftops, utility poles. It's the baseline requirement. For one, it tells them you're not a hobbyist, you're a professional, you're knowledgeable, you're trained, and you understand the regulations. So if you're interested into the drone industry, or if you have a drone, you know, a hobby drone, I would say definitely get your Part 107, man, because you don't even know how many opportunities you're missing out on. It's a lot of money in the industry, especially if you know what I mean, you build your network and get around some like-minded individuals. This industry is pretty much like, if you know somebody, you know what I mean, and you do good work, they're gonna put in a word for you. I highly suggest that you get your Part 107. It's gonna be very beneficial if you actually put forth the effort into getting in the industry as far as telecom, utilities, LiDAR, mapping, real estate. If you get into it, I promise you're gonna make some good money. It's just about the consistency. So Part 107 is the way to go. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to comment below. Also, I do have my ebook, How to Make Six Figures Flying a Drone in Telecom. That is also in the link below. Make sure you go and get that. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for all my new subscribers, all the new viewers. I hope this video was helpful. If it was helpful, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, follow me on all social medias at Shooters Touch Films. And man, until the next video, we out.